The 4 gifts of persons highly sensitive PAS. Because I see things differently from others? Why suffer more than others? Why encounter relief in my own loneliness? Why I feel and see things that others do not realize? When you're in the minority, the first feeling is to feel outnumbered and scared. Be part of the 20% of the population is recognized as highly sensitive is not a disadvantage and not the labels as different. It is quite possible that, throughout his life and especially during your childhood, you have been aware of this emotional distance and often has dealt with the feeling of living in a bubble of alienation and loneliness. The high sensitivity is a gift, a tool that allows you to deepen and empathize with all the things and people. Few people have this ability to learn from life. Elaine Ann Aron was that in the early 90s when investigating introverted personalities, explained in detail the characteristics that reflect a social reality. The highly sensitive people are thoughtful, empathetic and emotionally reactive. If this is your case, if you are identified with the characteristics that Dr. Aron published in his book The Highly Sensitive Person, it is important to know that this sensitivity is not a reason to feel weird or different. On the contrary, you should feel fortunate to have received these 4 gifts. The gifts of highly sensitive people. 1. The gift of inner knowledge. Since childhood, the highly sensitive child perceive aspects of their daily lives that will bring you a mixture feelings, anxiety, conflict and very curious. Your eyes will catch things that adults do not even realize. That look of frustration of their teachers, the worried expression of his mother. Being able to see things that other children do not see teach them early on that sometimes life is difficult and contradictory. It is a precocious child who sees the world without sufficient maturity to understand the emotions. Knowledge of emotions is a powerful weapon. It makes us better understand the people, but also makes us more vulnerable to pain and behavior of others. Sensitivity is a shining light, but always hear comments like, "You take everything very seriously," or "You're too sensitive." You are what you are. This requires a great responsibility. Their understanding of emotions requires care and protection. 2. The gift to enjoy the solitude. PAS find pleasure in moments of solitude. They are creative people who like music, reading, hobbies. That does not mean they do not like the company of others, but also feel happy alone. They are not afraid of solitude. It is in these moments that can connect with themselves, with their thoughts, free from attachment and prying eyes. 3. The gift of living with heart. Highly sensitive people live through the heart. Intensely live the love, friendship and feel very happy with small gestures of everyday life. They are often associated with suffering for their tendency to develop depression, sadness and vulnerability of people's behavior. However, experiencing love with great intensity. We are not talking only of affective relationships, but of friendship, the affection of everyday life, the beauty of a painting, a landscape or a special song. Everything is experienced with great intensity by the highly sensitive person. 4. The gift of inner growth. A high sensitivity cannot be cured. A person is born with this characteristic and this gift is manifested from childhood. Your questions, your intuition, your discomfort with lights or strong odors and their emotional vulnerability already demonstrate their exaggerated sensitivity. It is not easy to live with this gift. However, if you recognize that is highly sensitive, you must learn to manage this sensitivity. Do not let negative emotions destabilize and do suffer. Realize that others have a different rhythm of his. Often they do not live the emotions as intensely as you. This does not mean that love him less. Just a different way of experiencing the emotions. Try to understand them and respect them. Know yourself and your abilities. Find your balance and promotes their personal growth. You are single and live from the heart. Be at peace, live in safety and be very happy.